Withers family had always been drawn to the eerie charm of the old Victorian house they inherited from their eccentric great-aunt Agatha. The moment they moved in, however, they sensed something peculiar about the place. Shadows seemed to move with a life of their own, lurking in corners and creeping along the walls. As they entered their new home on a gloomy evening, the Withers family felt an unnatural chill in the air. Unexplained whispers seemed to drift through the rooms, and their pet cat, Whiskers, hissed at unseen figures. One night, young Emily Withers couldn't sleep. She noticed shadows in her room twisting and swaying as if engaged in a macabre dance. Frightened, she woke her parents, but by the time they arrived, the shadows had returned to their dormant state. Every evening, the family gathered in the dimly lit dining room for dinner. They could hear faint whispers echoing from the walls, but the words remained unintelligible, leaving them with a sense of dread. The shadows gradually took on more defined forms, shadowy silhouettes with elongated limbs and hollow eyes. They darted across hallways and lingered in the corners of bedrooms, their presence unsettling the Withers. The Withers began experiencing disturbing encounters with the living shadows. Mr. Withers felt an icy hand grip his shoulder while he was alone in the basement. Mrs. Withers saw a shadowy figure lurking by the crib of their youngest, Benjamin. Fearing for their family's safety, the Withers decided to confront the shadows. Armed with flashlights, they ventured into the basement, the epicenter of the shadowy activity. There, they discovered an old, dusty book with sinister incantations. The Withers realized that Aunt Agatha had been a practitioner of the dark arts, and the shadows were the result of a malevolent ritual gone awry. They knew they had to reverse the spell to banish the living shadows. In the dead of night, the Withers gathered in the basement to perform a counter-ritual. As they chanted the incantation from the dusty book, the shadows grew more agitated, swirling around them with malice. Just as the shadows closed in on them, the incantation reached its climax. A blinding light filled the basement, and the shadows let out agonized shrieks before dissipating into nothingness. Exhausted but relieved, the Withers emerged from the basement. The living shadows were gone, and the old Victorian house felt lighter, as if the malevolent presence had finally been expelled. The Withers decided to leave the dark history of the house behind and move to a brighter, more peaceful place. They locked the old Victorian house, hoping that the shadows would remain imprisoned forever. But even as they left, they couldn't shake the feeling that the living shadows still lurked in the corners of their memories, a chilling reminder of the darkness that had once haunted their lives. And so, the Withers family escaped the malevolent clutches of the living shadows, but the eerie house they left behind would forever remain a place of mystery and dread, a testament to the supernatural horrors that can lurk in the shadows.